Microphone, please. Microphone, please.
Okay. She said what I wanted to say, but then I'm talking in relation to Nigeria and this HPV. Is there awareness? Because I don't think there is enough awareness in Nigeria about HPV vaccine. As we are having this program, is there a way we can push this in the community? Because I tell you, our people back home, they are not aware of this. They don't know about the vaccines. They don't know what can lead to some of it.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we are mentioning awareness. What do we have back home? We don't have a whole lot. That's why we're here today, to see what we can do to help our people. The government cannot do it. But one last thing is safe sex practices is the answer to all these things too. So let's keep that in mind. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anambra State Health Insurance Program, which is what we work with, they have access to HPV vaccines. Nobody is going to get the HPV vaccines because we're in Nigeria. Nobody. In my community, we've tried to talk to people. So you're going to take your child that is 9 or 14 to go get vaccines. And they try to do it through the schools, but the parents have to agree. Let's not even go further. Let's not go to Nigeria. Let's talk about us here. Yes. How many of us have taken our 9, 14-year-olds to get the vaccines? And I can tell you that is almost 0 to nil. Okay, because we think that it increases promiscuity. We think that we don't have the trust in vaccine. Nigeria does not have trust in vaccines. Africans do not have trust in vaccines. So we need to start from there. Okay? All right, thank you.
I was just wondering, the last question, how long has this HPV vaccine been around as far as the efficacy and effects of it? What the research?
It's been around for a while, at least almost 20 years now. It doesn't have any effect, and it prevents, catching the HPV. If somebody catches it, then it neutralizes it. That's all. It's like you said, fascination, education of our people here back home. So thank you for whatever you guys are doing, the difference that you're making.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. See how much information we have gathered. And all the things he has on his list is being checked because the Asa women, that's what we do. And they say our people perish due to lack of knowledge. So now you're getting knowledge. Please pass it down to others. And now we're going to have somebody who's been there, done that, have the t-shirt, give it to the thrift store. I'm going to call on a personal cancer survivor personal journey by Dr. Anita. That's it, right?
Hi, everybody. Hey, I just want to come. I know we're ready to walk, but I'm just going to give you a short version of what I've gone through. Learning that you have cancer does not have to mean the end. As the doctor spoke, that when you hear you've got the big C, everybody thinks that it's a death sentence. But if you want to look at a miracle, look no farther than me. A 2-time breast cancer survivor, learned that I had cancer in 1997. Wasn't even at the age to get a mammogram. The doctor talked about 40 being the age to get mammogram. She talked about knowing your family history. And that was key. My mom had 18 siblings. Only one aunt had breast cancer. My dad, I found out later that it was cancer on his side. So sometimes it's a misconception that it has to be on the mother's side, but that's not true. So the key thing is knowing, like she said, your family history and those self exams. But like I said, 1997, I learned that I had breast cancer, not even at the age to get a mammogram yet. So be active in your healthcare. You're your own advocate. So I was at work, found I touched my top of my chest. It was a lump. And I always say that God manifested that lump because not being at the age at 36 of getting a mammogram, if that lump hadn't have popped up, and if I hadn't have felt it, you probably wouldn't be talking to me today. So I ended up going to the doctor because I'm not one to be saying that, oh man, is this for real? I went immediately to my primary doctor. Then I went to the breast surgeon, found out that it was cancer. 2 years later, the cancer came back. I had a lumpectomy the first time around, but if I had known that I had aggressive breast cancer, I would have got the breast removed in 1997, and I probably wouldn't have had to go through it the second time. But because I was proactive in my health, making sure that I did those mammograms and so forth. So some almost 30 years later, you're looking at a miracle. Then I went through an unforeseeable medical disaster in 2010 when I lost my leg, went in for fibroid tumors and ended up having a hit from heparin, which was a blood thinner we're supposed to, and it's called surviving. So, you know, continue to support out here this worthy cause. I haven't been here for a minute. We went through a pandemic, but God has brought us through major things to put us here today to help those back in your country that's going through these things. So we're all, can I just have everybody to say, we're in this together.
We're in this together.
We're in the fight. So I want you to have some excitement today because you know what? We're here because everybody in some way has been affected by people that have gone through whatever cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, cervix cancer. We've lost loved ones who have gone through this, and we're here to continue in the fight to help people go through it. So we're walking for those who have lost their lives. We're walking for people who have gone through cancer right now, and we're walking for those people who may come behind to go through it. So this 5K is for many reasons that we were out here supporting this. So again, through the depths of what we go through, there's hope, there's joy, and there's peace.
Amen.